All right, good morning, guys. Hope you had a good weekend. Time to rise and shine and get this week going. We do have I would say, interesting weather week that is coming our way. Something a little different. It doesn't really involve much in the way of rainfall, by the way. So it's all temperature-based. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm waving meteorologist Brian Goode. Welcome to the blog on this May 22nd as we are getting closer and closer to the end there of the spring season. Summer begins in about a month from today. So get ready, guys. And it actually will physically, or I guess weather pattern wise, really will get into summer mode way before, of course, we flip it over to the calendar, which isn't surprising. That's how the way it goes around here. All right, a lot to cover, though, as we head into the rest of this week. Obviously, we're going to get into the outlook as we head into Memorial Day. If you have any plans, head to the lake, going boating, having a cookout, yada, yada, yada. There are a couple things we need to point out you need to be aware of, so I'll cover that as well here in just a few minutes. As always, you guys can comment on Facebook, Twitter, as well as on YouTube. That is also available as well. So I got several of your comments already. Hello, Kathy. E-Town, good morning to you. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Angela. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to Phyllis. Good morning to Janice down into Shepherdsville and Fort Walton today. Good morning from Shirley down in that area. All right, guys. So a lot to cover. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully, the game plan is that I'll be able to answer them as I go along. It is worth mentioning, by the way, for those of you that are watching. There's my Aunt Kim. Hi, Aunt Kim. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right. So tomorrow is National Turtle/Tortoise Day. It's a big day for Harry. Big day. So I will be bringing Harry to the station tomorrow. So if you have a chance, tune in. We'll talk about it again tomorrow morning. But he will be on the blog tomorrow, or actually on the show. I think he's on Wave Country with Don G tomorrow as well. So he hasn't been on the air for a while, if you guys know, because of Derby, a lot of the events going on. So it's been nearly a month since you guys have seen Harry. So he's changed. I'll leave it at that. All right, let's get into the beautiful outlook right now. It's Huber's Orchard and Winery. Got some of the contrails from the planes flying over, and that's really the majority of the cloud cover we've got at the moment. There's not much else really happening right now in the area. Very dry air at play, which is important to note because we will have at least some very small chances to try to get some rain squeezed out of the atmosphere. But as I mentioned, don't bet on a lot happening here on the rain side. High clouds, see them streaming in right now from the west. Now, I got the satellite on more sensitive mode at the moment, but this is not rainfall you're looking at. These are just higher cloud tops, kind of messy in the southeast corner of the country. It's the best way to describe it, messy. Cloudy, spotty showers. I know some of the beaches kind of battling with that. This is actually going to be, at least it's trying to be over here into the Western Atlantic. A tropical feature is trying to form. The National Hurricane Center put a statement out on it Saturday, I believe it was. about this wave. Right now, I don't see a lot of development out of it. It is over the Gulf Stream, but it will try to influence the next few days, and certainly by the weekend, it will try to influence the Carolinas. And that's the key factor, is that it's moving northwest, which is going to obviously influence our weather as well in a little more of a tropical way. But as far as the radar goes, there's not much. There's one severe thunderstorm warning in southern Georgia there. Other than that, the country is relatively quiet, which is a good thing. We need some quiet. Here's Futurecast showing today. We're going to get into the 80s, high clouds, yada, yada. No problem there. Now, tomorrow, the issue on tomorrow is there's going to be backwards weather. It's the best way to explain it. The flow is coming in from the east tomorrow. So if anything were to develop, it would move backwards. So when you look at the radar tomorrow on the Wave Weather app, if you see a little bit of green to your east, it's heading your way instead of the other direction. So, but having said that, they're not really going to move much at all. So the wind fields are very weak in this area, but there is going to be at least a boundary that will start across areas of, say, southern Tennessee, moves into southern Kentucky Tuesday morning, and as we into Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, it will drift a little more toward I-64. As it does so, there will be a chance for one or two small downpours to pop, but I wouldn't bet on a lot. Now, if you need, if you've planted a garden or you've got grass seed, you've got crops that have been placed already, you actually want to get some rain out of this, because I don't see much happening on the rain other than this feature. So for a while, a long time actually. So that is hopefully going to give you some rainfall if you need it. If you have outdoor plans, probably not the best of news, but hey, it's all right. Again, they're not going to last very long. These are not, I don't know if they'll even get to the point of producing lightning, to be honest. So very small, minor issue, but at least want to mention it. And then look at that. Did you see that feature? Did you see it? Let me rewind. Well, actually, no, I can't rewind. But this was a big drop right here. The little batch of clouds moved in. This is what we call a backdoor cold front that is coming our way as we get into Thursday. We see these at times at the beginning of, and end of summer. It's relatively common. You can't actually get them in the middle of summer, but it's rare. But when they do move in from this direction, they usually don't have a lot of moisture with them, because they're not scooping up moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. They're coming in from Lake Erie. They're coming from the northeast. So at that angle, you just don't have a lot to work with there. But it will try once again Wednesday night to maybe give one or two areas a shower, but I just don't bet on a lot on that. The bigger issue here, is the drop in temperature that's coming our way. But the window for that drop is going to be relatively short. Okay, so let me show you the bigger view. This is the Euro. This backdoor cold front, this is how it'll look. The cool air will look something like this by Friday, Thursday, Friday, part of Saturday. This is where the influence will still be held across the Ohio Valley. It'd be diving in again from Canada and the northeast part of the country. However, as it tries to get established, it quickly starts to get wiped off the map because of that tropical feature I talked about. It wants to get into the storyline, so it will try to throw clouds and perhaps some showers over the mountains into our area. Now, I will say, to get moisture to go over the mountains like that is tough. That when you have any type of moisture that comes at that angle, we tend to have a drying effect once you get west of the Appalachians and move into central Kentucky. So I-75 could get rain, but I-65 may be tough because the air will dry up as that feature moves in. But we could get quite a bit of cloud cover. That in itself may play a game with some of the high temperatures for the holiday weekend. We'll watch it. If it comes at a little more of an angle, say from the Carolinas, sometimes we can get rain into the area. And same on the other side. If it tries to go a little more into the mid-Atlantic, it could start to throw a shower back our way. But either way, right now, I think the Carolinas, for the holiday weekend, if you're heading there, they will have to deal with this. And at the moment, it looks like it's more of a setup of a threat of maybe a tropical depression on the low end. I don't see much more of a tropical depression here that could form, but just messy, rainy, cloudy, a little breezy, that kind of ordeal. And here in Wave Country, we'll just have to see how much moisture can actually get thrown at us. But right now, I don't see a ton. But it is, the backdoor cold front is interrupting our warmth that was in the forecast last week, where we were looking at upper 80s for Thursday. Now we're looking at lower 70s maybe some upper 60s for highs. Big drop happened there because of the front. But again, that wipes out. We get into a little more of a tropical setup over the holiday weekend. We get into Sunday. There's Monday into Memorial Day, and you see that it's just struggling. But the thing is, when it begins to fall apart, and it will, we are then in a good spot to develop heat. The heat was already to our west, but it really will blossom here along and east or west of I-65 as we head into Memorial Day and just after. What we're looking at here is any kind of gray shading that you see here. When you see that, that indicates 90 degrees or higher. Don't see that happening from Memorial Day, but we get into Tuesday. I know it may be hard to see on your screen, but we're starting to see more of it. This is 90 plus into Louisiana, Mississippi, West Kentucky, into Illinois. That's Tuesday, next Tuesday. Then we get into next Wednesday, and there we go. It's expanded. Actually, the modelings want to get us in the lower 90s here in Louisville. I don't know if we'll go that warm, but that is hot stuff coming our way, guys, in about a week, the way it's trending right now. So, yes, a quick jump to summer is coming our way. As far as that backdoor front goes with the lows, this is the coolest morning I see right now. This is going to be Friday morning. The modeling yesterday was actually putting 30s across the area, which, yikes, that would be record levels. We don't want that, right? We don't want that. That is improved somewhat. I'm now seeing more of an issue of 40s, fairly widespread. And it's only because that tropical feature interrupts this whole pattern to begin with. So if this was more established and we did not have that tropical wave in the Carolinas, this probably would be much colder. So I could see why the modeling's trying to do that. But today's trend anyway is to get the tropical wave to try to interrupt all this, and we try to warm back up rapidly. So we only have to deal with literally one cool morning, and that would be Friday morning. There you go. Any questions on that? Pretty easy stuff, right? I mean, but again, there's not much rain here, guys. We don't really get it from these backward showers really in the next 24, 48 hours. There's not much with the backdoor front that moves in. The tropical feature is going to struggle to give us rain. And then it wipes away. Then it's hot. Yeah, we could go 2 weeks here. Some of you, majority of you, 2 weeks without rainfall. And I posted this on Friday where the Climate Prediction Center did indicate we could go into a rapid drought impact in the area. Wouldn't rule it out. It is possible we could see a rapid drought threat develop in the area. Quite the change we've had so far from the spring season. So we'll see how that plays out. All right. Let's see. Marcus, turtle, yeah. You know what? Marissa Burke, one of our reporters here at Wave, she has a turtle named Pop-Tart. She may be hopefully getting her turtle on. Mine's a tortoise. Again, remember, there is a huge difference between the two. I know it may not seem like it, but there is. There is. The turtle, did you watch Turtle Watch Otis on Garden State Tortoise? No, but I know who they are up there. I think they're in New Jersey area. I've seen his videos. He does a great job. Talks a lot about how they come out of the ground in the spring season. He's got several tortoises. He's got a great setup up there. Garden State's really good. All right. I think everybody looks good. Chris, which question? The severe weather outbreak next week in the plains won't drift to here. Yeah, right. I don't see that happening. It's going to get stuck. The pattern is not primed to move anything really east. Everything just kind of blossoms really into the plains and then kind of gets stuck there. We got to see the jet kind of change a little bit. It's very much a summer outlook, very much a summer one. All right, guys, appreciate your time. I'm going to jet, getting ready for the midday show. I'll see you guys on midday, and of course, coming up at noon on Wave. Sorry, I just cut you off. On Wave coming up. And we'll say these temperatures trend. We'll see if they do go back to a cooler setup or not right now, though I think it's pretty stable with a Friday cool wave. Have a good Monday, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the flip side.